Todd Chrisley has revealed that he is heartbroken over his children fighting in the new Chrisley series. The new docuseries is coming out soon. However, a lot is coming to light about how the family dynamic was while Todd and Julie were incarcerated. Sadly, it does not seem to be good. Siblings who were once closer than ever are no longer as close. Keep reading to find out more about this situation and what has happened. Savannah Chrisley is the daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley. This left her with having to pick up the pieces when her parents were sent to prison for tax evasion and fraud. Savannah got custody of her younger siblings, Chloe and Grayson. She had to raise them while her parents were away. However, she was also the one fighting for their release. It seems now that she has a lot of built-up anger from that. Fans have noticed that she is a bit fed up with everyone in her family at the moment, and this could be why. Fans are going to see a lot of it unfold on the new Chrisley docuseries, and people cannot wait for this. Todd Chrisley has revealed that he is heartbroken over his children fighting. A lot seems to happen in the new show. Savannah claimed that Chase seemed like a blank shell lately, and that she thinks he looks like he could die at any moment. It sounds like a lot is going to unfold in the new show, and fans cannot wait to see what it has in store. It seems as though Savannah and Chase no longer get along like they used to. This is sad news for everyone. However, it seems this is what it came down to. Now, fans are wondering if they have fixed things now that their parents are out. Although it is doubtful, fans are excited to watch more of what went on while Todd and Julie were away. What do you think about this? Are you shocked they are fighting? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this situation. The return of the Chrisley family to television was expected to be a dramatic but uplifting continuation of their reality legacy. Viewers anticipated a blend of humor, Southern charm, and family resilience after the challenges of the past few years. Instead, the opening episodes of the new series unfold with heavy emotion. At the center of it all is Todd Chrisley, once the unshakable patriarch, now portrayed as deeply wounded by the bitter conflicts dividing his children. The patriarch in transition 4 years, Todd Chrisley crafted an image of control. He was the sharp-tongued father who always had a quip ready, who kept the family together through wit and strong opinions. That persona, carefully curated on Chrisley Knows best, made him both adored and controversial. But as the new series begins, it becomes clear that life has forced him into a softer, more reflective role. Prison time, family scandals, and the growing independence of his adult children have changed the dynamics. The once tightly woven family tapestry has frayed. Todd is no longer in the driver's seat, and the cracks are widening. What the cameras capture now is not the perfection of a family empire, but the jagged edges of sibling rivalry, resentment, and unresolved pain. The Children's Battles this series does not shy away from showing how divided the Chrisley children have become. Old disagreements bubble to the surface, fueled by years of complicated relationships. Some argue over loyalty to their parents, others about lifestyle choices, and still others about money and legacy. The result is a series of on-screen confrontations that leave fans both fascinated and saddened. The tension between Savannah and Chase, once celebrated for their playful sibling banter, now feels heavy. Their rivalry, rooted in who bears responsibility for holding the family name together, grows sharper under the lights of production. Lindsay's presence adds another layer, reopening old wounds of estrangement and reconciliation that never quite seemed complete. For Todd, these fights are more than just entertainment fodder. They represent the unraveling of the family unity he once prided himself on. The cameras catch him retreating into moments of visible heartbreak, his eyes heavy with the weight of watching his children tear each other apart. The shadow of past struggles, part of the heartbreak stems from context. The Chrisleys have endured public humiliation and personal hardship in recent years. Legal battles, prison sentences, and relentless tabloid coverage have left scars. For Todd, the hope was that adversity would forge resilience and bring his children closer. Instead, the opposite seems true. The show captures how trauma has shaped each child differently. Some respond with defiance, embracing independence. Others withdraw, nursing their resentments quietly. Rather than creating solidarity, the storm of the past has turned siblings into competitors for emotional space, validation, and control of the narrative. Todd, ever the strategist, cannot script his way out of this reality. The wounds are too real, the emotions too raw. What breaks him most is the recognition that no amount of clever quips or fatherly advice can stitch the family back together. Public versus private pain, the Chrisley brand has always thrived on transparency, turning private life into public spectacle. But the new series reveals the dark side of that choice. Fights that might have been resolved behind closed doors are now preserved forever in digital frames. The world becomes witness to their pain, and the children's resentments deepen with the knowledge that millions are watching. Todd wrestles with guilt over this exposure. While fame brought the family wealth and recognition, it also turned every disagreement into a headline. Now, his heartbreak is amplified by the realization that his children's conflicts are not just personal, they are cultural artifacts, fodder for strangers to analyze and critique. A father's reflection, the narrative arc of the season, shows Todd less as a commanding figure and more as a reflective observer. He spends long stretches off to the side, watching arguments play out, his face etched with disappointment. In confessionals, he admits feeling powerless, wishing for the days when his family laughed together around the dinner table, rather than splitting apart under the strain of mistrust. The heartbreak is not just about the present fights. It is about legacy. Todd has always cared deeply about how the Chrisley name would be remembered. He dreamed of a family dynasty defined by success, unity, and Southern pride. Now he worries that what he leaves behind will be remembered instead as a cautionary tale of fractured relationships. The audience's response, viewers, long invested in the Chrisleys, react with a mix of sympathy and discomfort. Some applaud the raw honesty of the new series, noting that it strips away the glossy facade of reality TV and shows the true cost of fame. Others find the conflict painful to watch, mourning the days when the family's antics felt lighter, funnier, and less corrosive. Social media buzz reflects Todd's heartbreak. Fans echo his sentiments, pleading for reconciliation, expressing hope that the siblings can find common ground. Yet the ongoing tension only deepens the intrigue, ensuring that the show remains both controversial and compelling. The question of reconciliation, the heart of the series, beats around one central question: can the Chrisley family heal? Todd's heartbreak is palpable, but so too is his desire for resolution. Despite his pain, he clings to optimism, dropping hints throughout the season that reconciliation is possible. He speaks of forgiveness, of faith, of the importance of not letting external pressures destroy blood ties. Still, the road to healing appears daunting. Old grievances run deep, and the constant presence of cameras makes vulnerability harder. Each attempt at peace feels fragile, like a truce that could shatter with a single wrong word. For Todd, the heartbreak lies not only in the fights themselves, but in the haunting uncertainty of whether peace is achievable. A family at a crossroads. By the midpoint of the season, it becomes clear that the Chrisleys stand at a crossroads. One path leads toward continued division, with each sibling carving out separate lives and identities. The other path requires humility, compromise, and forgiveness, qualities that are hard to muster in the glare of public scrutiny. Todd's heartbreak is most visible in his recognition of this choice. He knows that time is fleeting, that opportunities for reconciliation will not last forever. His children are growing older, building their own families and careers. If unity is not restored soon, the fractures may become permanent. The emotional wave as the season builds, the emotional weight intensifies. Todd's heartbreak becomes a recurring theme, revisited in moments of silence, in the slump of his shoulders, in the long pauses between his reflections. The producers lean into this vulnerability, painting him not as the flawless patriarch of earlier years, but as a flawed, deeply human father grappling with forces beyond his control. It is a poignant portrait. A man once celebrated for his sharp tongue, now humbled by the power of love and loss. His heartbreak becomes the emotional anchor of the series, A reminder that behind the spectacle of reality television lies real family pain. Conclusion: a heartbreak that resonated as the new series is more than just another chapter in the Chrisley saga. It is a meditation on family, fame, and fragility. Todd Chrisley's heartbreak over his children's fighting speaks to universal themes: the pain of watching loved ones clash, the longing for harmony, the fear of leaving behind a legacy of division.